Hello everyone, welcome to Power Automate tutorial. If you follow this playlist from starting to end, you will learn everything about Power Automate. In this playlist, you will not just learn basic to advanced concept, but you will learn how you can apply your Power Automate knowledge to solve real life scenario like sending automatic reply to email, doing data entry job without human intervention, and many more. And do you know, this all things you will learn using practical hands-on experience with detailed explanation. Whether you are an IT person or non-IT person, or you are an intermediate level, beginner level person, or professional level person, this playlist is best fit for you. Why? The reason is it will enhance your professional skill. Now you know everything about this playlist. Now let's dive in to our first Power Automate video, which will describe first why Power Automate is needed. Second, what is Power Automate? Third, what you can do with Power Automate. Fourth, practical walkthrough on how to create Power Automate account. And fifth, you will learn difference between paid and free services of Power Automate. Sixth, you will learn different type of flow available in Power Automate. And last but not the least, you will get all the answer of your possible question when you are doing your first Power Automate task. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. So let's start learning with me. So first of all, let me tell you why Power Automate is needed. Imagine you forget to pay your utility bills every time. So every time you need some person to remind you that you need to pay your utility bills. So your reminder is on human dependent. But what if you want to create a task which will automatically send an email which will remind you to pay your utility bill? So if you want to do this, Power Automate is helpful for you. So some task which is repetitive and which require less amount of human intervention, that type of task you can do using Power Automate. So basically you can say that to do the repetitive task, Power Automate is needed. Now the second thing, what is Power Automate? So Power Automate is basically one of the services, or you can say tool of Microsoft, which will help you to do some repetitive tasks using their services. And by doing repetitive tasks using Power Automate, you can save your time and invest your time in more productive work. Now third, let me tell you what you can do with Power Automate. Using Power Automate, as I mentioned that you can do repetitive tasks. The next thing you can do with Power Automate is that you can schedule your task so it will execute at given time. You can also do bulk copy paste of the file using Power Automate without manually doing copy paste. You can also create automatic approval system using Power Automate. And you can connect your Power Automate to the different application or different services. So I hope you understand what you can do with Power Automate. Fourth thing, let me tell you how you can create your account in Microsoft Power Automate. So first of all, you need to go to the browser and search for Power Automate, or you can log in using Microsoft account if you have. If you have your Gmail ID, still you can use Power Automate services. So here I am showing you, if you have your Gmail ID, how you can freely access Power Automate services. So first of all, write Office 365 login. Then click on login. and here you need to click on sign in. Here you can write your Gmail ID. So I'm writing my Gmail ID and click on next. If your account is there, then it will ask for your password. If your account is not there, then it will ask you to create your account. So after that, you will see your home screen like this, where you can do different tasks. Let me just close this. Okay. Now it's time for how to find Microsoft Power Automate from this services. So from here in search, you can write Power Automate and hit enter. So automatically in new tab, they will ask you your email ID and password again if you did not sign in. Otherwise, it will open your Microsoft Power Automate account. So let me write it again, my email ID. So here you can see that you are logging into your Power Automate account and this is your home screen. Now you can create your flow by click on create sign. You can click on template by which you will get a ready-made flow available which will help you to do your predefined repetitive task. So this way you can create your account in Power Automate. Fifth, let me tell you free and paid services of Power Automate. In Power Automate, two types of services are there. The first services is free services. To do any task, you should not pay to the Microsoft, that is called free services of Power Automate. The second is paid services of Power Automate. Let me explain you both the service with the real life scenario. Let's say you want to send automatic reply of your incoming mail, so you can use Gmail services in Power Automate and that is free. But let's say you want to get data from SQL Server and extract specific information and send that information to particular client via mail. So that type of services is paid services. So for that you need to pay some amount to Microsoft. Now let me show you different pricing option available in Microsoft Power Automate. So for that, search for pricing of Power Automate. And if you click on that, here you will see different option. So basically, if you want to use paid services of Power Automate, you should buy license. So first is Power Automate free trial, which is 30-day free trial that you can do some of the tasks using Power Automate free services. Now another type of license is Microsoft Power Automate premium license. So for that you need to pay $15 per month. You can convert it into Indian currency also. The second type of licensing is Power Automate process license. And the last type of license of Power Automate is hosted process license. So each license has its own criteria and using that you can do this much specific task which is mentioned. You can visit that website and according to your need, if required, you can buy Power Automate license. I hope you understand the free and paid services of Microsoft Power Automate. Now, the sixth thing that I want to tell you about the different types of flow available in Microsoft Power Automate. If you click on create, you will see this different types of flow available in Microsoft Power Automate. First type of flow you will see automatic cloud flow. That means when some trigger occur, automatically this flow will execute from Microsoft Power Automate. Like if new mail come into your inbox, then if you created automatic cloud flow, so that flow will send automatic reply to your incoming mail. The second type of flow is instant cloud flow, where you need to manually execute flow by pressing a button. Let's say when you click on submit button, data will be fetched from the cloud, process that data and insert it into database. So that type of task you can do using instant cloud flow. The third type of cloud flow is schedule cloud flow, where you can schedule your repetitive task and that task will execute at given amount of time. The next is desktop flow. Basically, this flow will execute in your desktop but only your Windows machine, not in your Mac machine. The last type of flow of Power Automate is process mining, where certain amount of process will execute certain amount of time. If to execute this process, if memory is required, Microsoft will give space to execute that, and if it require, it will store the data. But this process mining flow is paid, it is not free. Automate cloud flow, instant cloud flow and schedule cloud flow are comes under free services, and desktop flow you can use it freely in your local account. But using a desktop flow, if you want to do a task which requires some cloud platform, at that time you need to pay it. And as you know that process mining flow is paid, so you need to buy proper license as per your need. Now last but not the least, what can be the possible question that may arise while performing your first Power Automate flow? So the first question can be, on which type of task you can perform automation? So my answer is, if your task require a repetitive steps and it require less amount of human intervention, that type of task you can do using Power Automate. The second question can be, which type of license we should buy of Power Automate? Here I cannot say that you should buy Power Automate process license, you should buy premium license. That depend on your scenario. So here you can see that what you can do with this type of license is mentioned here in a bullet points. So you should find my project comes under which category, and that if it's come under the second category, you should buy Power Automate process license. If it's come under the hosted process category, then you should buy this license. So depending on your task, you should buy your license. The next question can be, can you extend your Power Automate trial? Yes, you can extend your Power Automate trial if you will not able to learn within 30 days. I hope you understand all these things which I explained in this video. So let me give you quick summary what you have learned in this video. In this video, you learn why Power Automate is needed, what is Power Automate, what type of task you can do using Power Automate. You also learn the practical walkthrough on how you can create your Power Automate account. Next, you learn the difference between free and paid services of Power Automate. And last but not the least, you learn the different type of flow available in Power Automate with its real life scenario. And last, you get the answer of your all possible question while performing first practical on Power Automate. Before winding up this video, let me ask you one question. Can you tell me which type of task can be automated using Power Automate, or which type of task you want to do using Power Automate? So you can comment your suggestion in comment section. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as a source of your IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, do not feel hesitate to reach out us. Stay curious, keep learning.